For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. All right, and that's the latter part of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach you well, peace, infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing its work in truth and in sincerity. E is getting ready to come down with great wrath. And this could happen any day now. All right. The U.S. government knows something big is coming. I'm going to play this video. All right. A lot of information about all these military generals coming together here in America like never before seen. Yeah, they getting ready to come down with this wrath. All right. World War III is getting ready to take place and the persecution of the church. All right. So, hey, let me play this video and we'll get some scriptures.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered hundreds of top military leaders to gather at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. The directive was sent to nearly every top U.S. military commander around the world. That includes officials in conflict zones stationed throughout Europe, the Middle East, and the Asia-Pacific region. First of all, how unusual is this in your experience, and what do you suspect is going on here?
Yeah, Willie, if this is usual and this is unusual, we're way out. In terms of unusual in this one. It is never, that I know of, ever occurred in the history of the military where everyone is brought in. Now, certainly during wartime, generals commanding in a theater are brought in individually with their team, or the president or the secretary of defense visits them at their theater of operation. But I've never seen anything like this before, and it just seems extremely bizarre and strange.
And finally, scientists believe that we may have caught a whisper from another universe, and this is not a sci-fi film, but a real signal that could have...
That's strategic.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Fucking ads. But yeah, they got these military generals, hundreds of military generals meeting up, right? And they having war talks, right? And we know ultimately what's about to happen is... prophecy is about to unfold.
How stupidly dangerous is this?
It's pretty dangerous, Joe. What I'd say is, a lot of people are looking at it from the general's perspective, them thinking, what the heck are we going to hear? Because I don't think from what I've talked to some of my colleagues that are still active, they don't know what this is about. So it could be about a shifting.
And what it's about is the NWO, all right, which they're going to issue in very soon. This mandatory micro CHIP, and they're going to use military force to put this into law, to put this into place, to forward the agenda of the New World Order, all right, getting everybody on Earth tagged, all right, and the military is got to be on board. Martial law is about to be declared, and these hundreds of military officials, all right. Urgent meeting in Virginia next week. Okay. This is, as you heard in the video, very unusual.
National security strategy. It could be cuts to the General Officer Corps. Secretary Hegseth has mentioned that several times. It could be about the upcoming budget stalemate, or it could be concerns over information leaks or press leaks.
Right, because see, Esau knows. All right. Before something major like this prophecy of the mark of the beast comes, Esau already knows that he's about to push this thing. So he's putting everything in place. The military soldiers got to know, because when they push this chip, they're going to expect some kickback. They're going to expect, people to fight, So martial law is going to be declared, and this is coming soon. All right.
But General, don't they have communication systems where they can do that so we can actually keep our generals and our admirals in the field where they are needed?
Certainly, Joe, and they're called secure video teleconferences. It is the same thing as a secure computer, not Snapchat, not Signals app. This is no kidding secure stuff. It's just like a SIPR computer. But the problem is when you move that many general officers to Washington, it's not just the generals that are concerned. I would suggest that both our allies and our foes are thinking to themselves, what the hell is going on in Washington? When a general comes into the Pentagon to talk to his boss, the Secretary of Defense, no one really knows it. There may be indicators, but when you're talking about publicizing over 800 senior leaders, commanders, as well as their senior enlisted advisors, their sergeant majors or their Navy chief petty officers, this is something that's going to garner attention where people are going to say, what's going on with the U.S. military? What are they planning? Why is this so important that you're pulling 800, as suggested by the Washington Post, or more into the Washington, D.C. area? It's undescribable.
Yeah, and it's not just foreign militaries that are confused. Our own military is confused. Talking to some of these generals who have no idea why this is happening and are not sure why there's such secrecy.
It's about.
All right. So Esau, his time is running out, and he knows it. So we're coming into the time where he's going to come down with great wrath. And let's go ahead and go there and shalom to the brothers tuning in. If you like-minded sisters, Revelation chapter 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Esau knows his time is running out. And in this video also, which I skipped it, they go into pretty much them seeing these different chariots and the black holes, you know, in the outer space. So they're seeing the chariots too. Okay, these Edomites. So they know that their time is short. So they about to push this thing heavy. We see everything going on with the UK, mandatory digital IDs. All right, Vietnam, 86 million bank accounts frozen because they didn't want to, you know, they're not up to par with the digital ID. So this shit is going down. All right, it's only a matter of time. But the point is, it says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau is about to come down with wrath, and that's what we're telling. We warning, we're giving a warning from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that the Lord is about to come down. The Lord is about to unleash his sword, which is Esau Edom. These so-called white people, you know, leaders, they're going to be out here slaughtering. Let me grab this. Okay, I'm going to grab these on the comment board. This is Revelation 12 and 17. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. And the dragon represents Esau Edom. Okay, the system that's set up. All right. And the dragon's going to be wroth or angry with the woman. The woman represents Israel. All right. So these devils, they got that perpetual hatred, and they're about to show those devil horns, man. Okay. It says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. So they're going to what? Make war. Okay. Didn't the United States just change the name from the Department of Defense to the Department of War? So the Lord is putting war in this devil's heart, man. And he's about to bring that wrath. Okay, so Esau, Revelation 12 and 17, the prophecy says that Esau is going to make war with the remnant, which is the elect. All right, the ones that are out here, you know, teaching the word in truth and in sincerity. It says, which keep the commandments. And who's doing that? Only the elect. And have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. And who has the testimony is the prophets. Testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So these devils know who they want to go for. They've been watching. They've been making lists, you know, And they have a plan to come down with wrath upon this household of faith, the house of David. But see, they don't understand that we got the Lord on our side, all right? The creator of the ends of the earth. And certain brothers are going to break out with spiritual power. So Esau going to roll. He going to think he going to meet some niggas, some Hispanics, some spics. And he going to roll up on powers, on gods, lowercase g, on angels, okay? Think you rolling up on just some regular, no, when Esau come, scripture say this, right? This is Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Read that one more time. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahushai. It says, from the west, in his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? That dragon making war with the remnant of her seed. Esau, Edom coming down with great wrath. The devil coming down with great wrath, right? When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. When you go into the blue letter for standard, it means to take flight, to disappear. So when Esau comes rolling for the prophets, the Lord is going to command deliverances. Let me grab that. Okay. For Jacob, the Lord is going to come through. Okay. The Lord is going to come through for his elect. Certain men on this earth right now, and I pray to be one of those men, are predestined to get spiritual power, man. Okay. The same works that Yahushai was doing, Yahushai himself, he said, you're going to do these works and you're going to do greater. All right. Roughly paraphrasing. But Psalms 44:4. That's the spirit. 4:4:4. Mercy. Okay. That's what's about to happen. The Lord is about to make manifest who the vessels that are fitted for mercy are, who the elect is. Then shall it be known who are my chosen. The Most High is going to make it known who the chosen is. One of the ways he's going to make it known is these certain men are going to get spiritual power. You're going to know when an Israelite man is flying, hey, he got to be one of the elect. You know, you got an Israelite man lifting up a whole tank with one arm. Yeah, that's got to be one of the elect. That's one of the men. That's one of the mighty warriors of the house of David. But Psalms 44:4, thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. So that's what the Most High is going to do. And Esau's, bro, he getting ready. All right. Esau, any day now, this devil is going to roll. All right. And it's going to be like a flood. A flood is overwhelming. So he's going to come. Jake like to say he's going to be rolling deep. All right. Esau going to come deep as hell. All right. Tanks, soldiers, all of that. But that's when the Lord is going to command deliverances for Jacob. That's when that standard is going to be lifted, where Jake is going to break out with them spiritual powers. All right. We to that time now. We in that time now where the Lord is going to reward Jacob, man. All the hell we done been through and work we done put in. And Lord willing, we be those men, continue to put in this work and fight. Lord willing, Yahweh Shai, keep that spirit on all of us. The true servants. And the Lord is going to come through like never before seen, man, on this earth. All right? So the Lord is going to command deliverances, man, for Jacob, man. Esau going to come in like a flood. You might straight up disappear. You know, they're kicking in your door. You might not even know. You're just praying, Yahweh, please have mercy. You got your eyes closed. You open your eyes and you in a whole nother state. You don't even know what just happened. Well, you gonna know. You know, you gonna say, oh wow, Yahweh, the water Yahweh was shy. That was You just got teleported. You can get, that's the time we coming into. The Lord might teleport certain brothers, man. All right, you got to envision this. You got to be a visionary. So I'm going to say it again. Imagine Esau, because it's going to be reality. But think about it. Think about how Esau going to come. Deep as hell. Tanks, soldiers, and you might, bow your head, close your eyes and start praying. Please. And then you open your eyes up and you and your family in a whole nother location. Like you just as soon as you open your eyes, you're in a whole nother state, somewhere safe. All right. And that leads me to another scripture. Yeah, man. The name of the Lord, man. The name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. All right. So certain brothers, even sisters of the elect, in a time of trouble, you're going to call on the name of the Lord. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to call on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You might open your eyes and teleport. Be in a whole different state, somewhere safe. All right. Let's read that again. Proverbs 18:10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower, which proves that you need the names of Yahweh and Yahushai. That name is a strong tower. Okay. That name is our defense. All right. It says the righteous runneth into it and is safe. So the righteous are going to run into that name and it's going to be found safe. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Grab these precepts. Psalms 21:11. For they intend evil against thee. Yeah, these Edomites. They intend evil against thee. And one of the ways they intend evil against Jake is this New World Order. And to get rid of Jake. That's Esau's plan, is to get rid of Jake. All right. They want to, they want to chip you and they want to kill you. It says, for they intend evil against thee. They imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. Yeah, this microchip ultimately. All right. They're going to bring it out. It's going to be prophecy, but they're not going to be able to fulfill the prophecy, so to say, like get everybody chipped. All right. The prophecy is going to be fulfilled, but they're not going to get everybody chipped. All right. Not everybody's going to be chipped. That's his plan. That's how he thinks the prophecy is going to play out. Esau. Nah. Nope. All right. Let me see. Grab this. This is Job 20:23. When he is about to fill his belly, this is going into Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, about to fill his belly. In other words, about to fulfill his New World Order, get everybody chipped. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So that's how you know that Yahushua is close to coming back. Because, the Lord is going to cast that fury upon Esau while he is eating, while he's benefiting off of his New World Order, while he's getting people chipped. So the Lord is going to come. Yahushua is going to come in the midst of Jacob's trouble, man. That's how we there. All right. See, but Esau thinks he's going to get everybody chipped. Esau, the so-called white man, these devils at the top, the shadow government, they really believe that they can get everybody chipped. And they're going to try it. They're going to do it, But that's when Yahushua is going to come back, when this New World Order is rolled out, and put an end to it. Bring that nuclear destruction. All right? Job 19:12. Shalom, Naquan. It says, he sent his troops and raised up their way against me, and encampeth round about my tabernacle. Yes, so that's what Esau about to do. He about to, set a trench about thee, ambush. He's gonna use his own military, man, to come on Jake. But then there's gonna come a point where these, U.S. soldiers that are pushing these laws, they're gonna turn to UN troops, United Nations troops that don't even speak your language. All right. So at first it's gonna be military, United States military, but see, these military soldiers, they got family members here that they ain't gonna wanna, force them to take the chip or force them to comply. So they're gonna just bring in the UN troops. They're gonna get the job done. All right. Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? All right, so the Lord is sharpening his sword, and Esau, the so-called white man, is that sword that the Most High is sharpening. The Lord is getting ready to unleash these damn devils, man. On two-thirds of our people are prophesied to die here. Most of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, most of y'all gonna die here. All right. Worried about football Sunday, you're not worried about this devil about to bring it. All right. It says, "It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer." In the hand of the slayer is Esau, Edom. The Most High, remember, going back to Genesis, Isaac, which is Yahushai, if you can receive it, gave Esau the blessing of the sword, man. All right. And Esau, the Lord been sharpening this sword, man. And now it's to the point he gonna take it out. All right. He gonna take this sword out and unleash on Jake, man. So we in some very, very beautiful times, man. Right, the time of the end. All right, so hey, with that, call the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Till next time, shalom.